I think that romance adjacent things like rom-coms or books like that do the same destructive thing to women's brains as porn does to men's brains.
I think you're right, actually.
I think it destroys the way that we see relationships. I think it totally sets us up for a unrealistic expectation, and it totally disintegrates our view of the other gender.
The number one damage that porn has done to men is that it's allowed the average man to see what a 10 looks like naked. In the old days, bro, men were okay with the women that they had because they never saw what a 10 looks like. If you're an average dude, you just deal with your 3s and 4s and 1s and 2s and you're satisfied. You're like, wow. But imagine seeing a 10. Now you've seen the Kim Kardashians naked. You've seen some of the most beautiful women in the world naked having sex, and you're like, I want that. That doesn't exist. Same thing with the romantic movies. They have an idea of a guy, he's gonna be like 50 Shades of Grey, and then he's gonna be like Rio from Good Girls, and then he's gonna be like this guy from Twilight. He's gonna speak like this, he needs to buy me gifts like this, he needs to be dominant like this. These men do not exist on this planet. There's all this drama, all this stimulating drama. Then in real life, she's like, you know what, I need a guy like that. But then feminism is telling her, no, you need a guy who buys you flowers, who doesn't control you, who is everything. So she's like, I want a guy who buys me flowers. She gets that guy who buys her flowers. But now this guy, he listens to her. He's not dominant. He asks her, babe, where do you want to go right now? What do you want to eat? Babe, what do you want to do today? He cannot make a decision for anything. The feminism is telling her that that's okay, but her subconscious is not attracted to that. She's drying up every time he's asking her, what are we doing today? Can I touch you? Can I do this to you? She's drying up. She just wants a guy who's dominant. That's real life. She sees the guys from Twilight, strong, can fight and do all these things, right? She comes back to reality, meets this guy. Oh wow, he kind of looks like the Twilight guy. Oh, I like him. Oh wow. But this guy believes in 50-50. The other side of her brain, filled with the feminism poison, is telling you that, yeah, you need a guy who, once you're with your career, who also can do 50-50. So she goes on a date with this guy. It's like, yeah, I would want to do 50-50. I can pay for some dates and pay for some things. But every time she takes out a wallet, every time she takes out a purse to pay a bill, to pay on the date, every time they go out and she has to pay for half of the vacation, she dries up for that guy. She ends up cheating on him and leaving. That's real life.